This one's mouth had still been full of the chocolate snickerdoodle he'd grabbed on his way out the last time. It was among the sweets we'd baked for the children's cookie-tasting party, an event that had turned out to be more like a plague of locusts descending on a field. "There," Ellie breathed in relief, leaning her back against the door. "Now, we just have to clean up." "Yes," I agreed weakly, taking in more of the party's aftermath. With its tall bay windows, a vintage glass-fronted display case, and small black cast-iron cafe tables lined up against the two exposed brick walls, ordinarily the mousse looked neat, sweet, and complete. Now, though, even a glass jar of raspberries in syrup meant for the inside of a filled chocolate sponge cake had somehow managed to get smashed. The pool of sticky red juice spread over the floor made it look as if a bloody pirate battle had happened here. "Where can I rent a bulldozer?" I added. The whole place looked plundered, including the tipped-over toothpick holder by the cash register and the placemats scattered about. Under the stamped tin ceiling, the old paddle-bladed fan turned slowly, stirring the sweet smells of baking and fresh coffee, and shifting the paper plates smeared with whipped cream, frosting, and more of those red raspberries from the jar that hadn't gotten broken. "Or possibly a steam shovel?" I said, plucking up a placemat that turned out to have half a chocolate whoopie pie mashed into it. "Jake," Ellie chided me affectionately, "don't worry. You just run downstairs for the bucket and mop while I tidy up and sweep the floor. We'll have it all put to rights in no time." And that, in a nutshell, is my friend Ellie. So optimistic that if the universe should end some early morning in a sudden crashing together of suns and planets, she'll be there, eagerly looking forward to whatever comes next while the sky falls all around her. "And while you're there, grab another carton of napkins and some paper towels. Oh, and lock the door again, please. I opened it to let in the delivery truck driver earlier this morning." I added paper supplies to my mental cellar list. Kids think that napkins grow on trees, naturally, and use them with wild abandon to hurl at one another, not for their messy faces. Or their hands. Everything in the shop was sticky, and the glass display case looked as if the FBI had been collecting fingerprints on it. Sighing, while resolving never to do this again, but I would, of course, because the Eastport Pirate Festival was an all-hands-on-deck volunteer affair. I put a fresh bottle of spray cleaner on the list, made a mental note to lock that cellar door the way Ellie had asked, and turned to go. But... "Well?" Ellie inquired brightly. "What are you waiting for?" I replied, "just watching all the people outside." Peg legs and hooks, fake wounds bloodied with cranberry juice, artificial scars, and teeth blackened with licorice all testified to the many dangers of piracy as a career. But no one seemed to care. Even the babies sported skull and crossbones patterned diaper covers, their strollers wrapped in black bunting and flying the Jolly Roger. Beyond them, in the air over the fishing pier, small drones swooped and soared while emitting loud snarling noises, their operators on shore working the controls of the devices intently. "You're, sure the mop and bucket are still in the cellar?" I said. Across the street, a jester in a belled cap and curly-toed slippers expertly juggled grog bottles, gulping from each one as he caught it, then flinging it up again. Behind him, in the early autumn sunshine, the bay spread wide and blue, sailboats skimming like white seabirds across it. Because I wouldn't want to go all the way down there just to find out they weren't. I unlocked the door and opened it, hoping those drones had the sense to stay away from the sailboat's billowing sails. Festival food smells floated deliciously on the brisk sea breeze. Pizza, cotton candy, and fried dough, with Italian sausages and hot dogs coming in a close second. "Or maybe I should go out and buy a new mop bucket," I went on, seeing as lately we're so popular and profitable. We'd done well at the cash register lately. At first, a struggling, not likely.
Para seguir escuchando este audiolibro gratuitamente, haz clic en el enlace de la descripción y podrás escucharlo completo sin coste gracias a la prueba de 30 días de Audible.